right, hello and happy Tuesday. All right, so today this will be a life coach PSA. And today I just wanted to talk about spiritual warfare, because I have been going through a lot of spiritual warfare right now, and I don't know if a lot of you understand what spiritual warfare feels like, because I know a lot of people deal with chronic stress, anxiety, or depression, and if you don't know the difference between spiritual warfare and how to nourish yourself spiritually, then you may confuse it for, oh, this is just me having chronic anxiety, or this is me just being stressed out, or this is just me being depressed. So typically what happens, spiritual warfare typically comes in your life when you are close to learning a life lesson, or you're close to leveling up. This may be when you are on the brink of getting over toxic relationships and about to find your one true love, or you're getting over unhealthy work environments and you're taking that leap of faith into yourself and you're trying to level up. Or maybe you're just healing old wounds in yourself, and so all those limiting beliefs you find yourself having to push up against and to prove those limiting beliefs wrong. And what often happens would be feelings of self-doubt and feelings of unworthiness, or even just external factors may come into your life. So say a betrayal happens, your car breaks down, house gets flooded or goes on fire, somebody breaks in and steals something, something traumatic happens that shakes your faith and gets you off focus from your true goal or something that you were trying to do. And so sometimes you have that feeling like, okay, so the thing that my breakthrough that I've been wanting, that I feel I deserve, that's coming, is not here yet. Should I give up on it, or should I move forward? And this is where the spiritual warfare comes in, because it's like, oh, this is something that I really want, but is it something that's capable for me? And this is why in my coaching program I do the FABS Foundation, because that helps you stay grounded at all times when you are trying to reach your breakthroughs, and it keeps you focused on the end goal. And sorry for the airplane, but spiritually speaking, that airplane you hear just means that I am giving confirmation to what I'm saying. But typically when you're getting close to your manifestation, limiting beliefs are going to come and push up against you. You'll feel it as the tight in your chest, the fear to back down, the fear to give up, the fear to play small, the fear to give into what you see right now. Because I know in my business, I do social media to get clients, and that is one of the easiest ways. And so coming from a hustle mentality, when I first started, me feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing enough, they don't want me, they are never going to come to me, they're never going to want to work with me. These false limiting beliefs filled me up so much that fear took over my faith. And so whatever you focus on keeps coming. And so this may come as you trying to study for a test, or you trying to close that big deal at work, or even just trying to work on your relationship. So it may not be work related, it may be in the field of love, it may be in the field of trying to fix a family relationship, it could be any area of your life. I'm trying to fix your health conditions or your loved one's health conditions. This is why I say my Stress Alchemy course works for any area in your life, because the things that I'm teaching are applicable everywhere. And ultimately, if you know what spiritual warfare is, you will recognize, like, okay, so this isn't when I back down. This is when I stay grounded, I hold on to my FABS Foundation, and I move forward in faith. And when you move forward in faith. And now this is why it helps to know how to speak, how your intuition speaks to you, and to have that good connection with your intuition. And if you're constantly dealing with chronic stress and anxiety, if you're constantly eating unhealthy foods that leave your body inflamed, you don't know what it feels like to be at peace. You don't know what comfort feels like. So when you reach that level of comfort and peace, you won't really be able to appreciate it, because it's something that you don't really know how it feels. And so you will keep going back to, oh my gosh, let me go to this chaos, let me go to this uneasiness. This is why people relapse in their health conditions, because they're so used to and they're so comfortable with the pain and the discomfort that when they find that peace and relief, they don't really, it's like, oh, it's too good to be true. And it goes back, and so then they fall back into old habits. And so this is why you have to break those subconscious beliefs to overcome them for good. And in order to do that, you have to rewire your nervous system. And my Stress Alchemy course can help you do all of that. No stress, no frustration, easy peasy. And keep in mind that I do also offer group coaching for my Stress Alchemy course. And if you're dealing with serious chronic health issues, such as, not depression, but like diabetes, high blood pressure, PCOS, and inflammation, things like that, that would be for, I can help you with those issues and to help you align with your intuition so you can break through those barriers via my Maximize Your Living Potential coaching program. So if you need help, there will be info in the description box for details on how to sign up for those programs. And keep in mind that for the rest of this month until November 4th, I will be giving 25% off those services in honor of October being, October has a lot of awareness months, but for this month I'm doing depression awareness and emotional intelligence awareness. So that's why I'm giving 25% off these services. But yeah, getting back to spiritual warfare. When you are aware that you are undergoing spiritual warfare, because the other day, well, yesterday, when you know you're getting close to your manifestation or your breakthrough, you will be tested. And so you always have to make sure that you are in line. And the bigger the manifestations, the bigger the breakthroughs, the more closely you have to walk that line. And so you have to be really focused. And this is why you have to clear out the limiting beliefs and all that stuff, which is why a lot of people don't reach their breakthroughs. So the other day, one of the things that I help to stay aligned is that I start off the day meditating, getting all the negativity out of my head and just priming my brain, my subconscious for the expectancy of greatness, the expectancy of my Heavenly Father coming to take care of me. And so I did my 15 minutes meditation and I was aligned and ready to go. And sorry, I shook the table. But what I did was I went throughout the day and I got around my mom. I'm just gonna say, but I got around my mom and my mood changed. I just kept getting annoyed and I just kept getting frustrated, and I was just like, oh my goodness. Like, she was driving around and she was just trying to, because me and my sister were having arguments over petty stuff, and I tried to ease the conversation ease the beef between me and my sister, but my sister was still on some petty stuff, and so I just had to cut her off. And so my mom was just like trying to talk to me. She says advise, I say lecture, but we're not gonna go into that. But anywho, she was doing all that. She was driving slow and she was just all over the place, and it was just so frustrating to me. And I know y'all have been in that position too, where you're around somebody and it's just like, you shouldn't be bothering me, but just your presence is bothering me. So that energy just overwhelmed me, and I just ended up having to just like separate myself. And I went to a different store, and it was amazing what happened, because I ended up having a very good conversation with the individual on talking about mental health and my services, and we just had a really good conversation, just relating to each other and connecting to each other, and it just felt really good. And so then I got right back into my good vibes and alignment. And this is why I also say that it's important to have emotional regulation, because you can't manifest your breakthroughs in a low vibration. And so you have to be able to stay aligned with your vibrations, and your emotions can help you gauge that. So if you feel good, if you feel happy and expected and joyful, you're one step closer to your manifestations. If you feel resentful, angry, depressed, anxious, any of those low vibrational feelings, that's how you know it's getting further away from what you want to manifest. So yeah, so back to my story. I was able to get back into my high vibration just by changing the atmosphere and the people that I was around. And so then once I got back into my high vibration, I came back, I was able to appreciate why I was feeling that way, because when I got back around my mother, those angry, annoyed vibes were gone. And that's a sign of spiritual warfare, because you can be at peace, but then negative thoughts can swoop in, doubt can swoop in, fear can swoop in, angry or annoyances can swoop in, and you have to be able to fight that and navigate that. And ultimately these are tests, just to say, hey, are you ready? Because yeah, basically it's God saying, hey, are you ready for this blessing? This is Satan saying, you ain't ready, take this instead. Be petty. And so that's pretty much why it's important to deal with spiritual warfare and to understand when it comes up in your life, why it's important to have a FABS foundation so you can stay grounded and you can keep manifesting win after win after win without any issues. So if you need help, let me know. There are links in the description box to help you work with me. And remember, 25% off up until November 4th for depression awareness and emotional intelligence awareness. So I hope this helps, and happy Tuesday.